Good evening, Miss Mila, and good evening, all my friends. So today, I'd like to present the presentation about the impact of internet on English language development. So before I start my presentations, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Suliyasa, LPM 084 from 6C. In my presentation, divided into three parts. The first is introduction, second main discussion, and the last is conclusion. In the introductions, I would like to explain about the influence of internet to the development of language, especially in English, and the issue that created by the influence of internet on development of language. So the development of technology and the internet nowadays makes all access needed by people easier. One of them is in the field of the communication technology, such as smartphone and the internet, making people increasingly improve their way in communication, which is increasing language skill, one of which is English. English is the main language, the language used on the internet. This is because English is one of the internet's international language used by people around the world. From the development of the technology and internet, this is what create the existence of social media, and the presence of social media make it easy for people to communicate and socialize. The use of language on social media is slowly changing the way we speak and we communicate with other people. Language use from the interaction that occur on social media, so that the emergence of language variations. One of the issues currently happening is the use of internet slang words, which is the English slang words in social media, because its social media has the features which there is the limit of characters when the user want to express something or communicate with each other, so that they need to find out the efficient way to communicate or express something on social media. The way is use the slang word, the internet. We move to the main discussions. So before I explain more about the trend issues of the use internet slang words, especially English slang words in social media, I would like to show the data or report from the Hotsuite and We Are Social. The report entitled Digital 2022 April Global Statute Report. The report is about the numbers of internet users and active social media users around the world. So from the reports, it is said that there are about 4.96 billion people around the world using the internet, an increase of 4% from the previous years. And also there are 4.62 billion active social media users, and increase of 10.1% from the previous years. So from the data, one of the most users of social media is Twitter. The users of Twitter are in fifth place after Instagrams, and the Twitters, as we know, Twitter is a microblogging social media that can facilitate its users to write and publish their activities or and opinions. The users in the Twitters, especially the language use of the user in Twitters that is often used is English, which is English is an international language in interacting with people around the world. The use of Twitter has led to an increase in the culture of writing or typing, reading, telling stories, and exposing oneself. Twitter has limit characters for the text messages that are delivered, or has its own characteristic that ultimately have an impact of the language used. The characters limitation make writing text message must be shortened to match the numbers of characters in the text message, especially on Twitter. This is one of the factors causing this discrepancy with the structure of the language used. The language commonly used in various social media is often referred to as internet slang words, or which use a lot of words or phrases that are abbreviated. The use of words and which is the meanings of the words is different from the actual. The use of idiom and also emoticons. So from the factors of the the limits of characters that provide by Twitters and other social media, especially slang words is chosen to make it easier to communicate with each other in social media, especially in Twitters. The trends of the use internet slang words in social media, especially in Twitters, mostly used by teenagers, because teenagers are the most social media users who have access to information, and they are very easily influenced by internet developments, especially in communicating in social media, causing the emergence of new languages or slang words among teenagers. The purpose of the use internet slang words is making efficient in communications. As I mentioned in previous slide, that Twitters provide a limit characters when the users want to express or writing something in social media Twitters. So the users need to find out the way to communicate efficiently. So one way is the use of slang words, because the slang word as efficient way to communicate on social media with other users in Twitters. But the trend of the use internet slang words make the language structures discrepancy. Yeah, we know the slang words. Many users in Twitters use slang words like the abbreviating of the phrase or words, may use idioms, or like the some words that have different meaning in actuals and also emoticons. So this makes the language structures or grammars when to writing something in social media is discrepancy. In this part, I would like to give some examples of the use slang words. There are three pictures of tweets that use slang words. The first picture from Rookie 9. So he tweets some pictures with the caption, "This post is a slay." So slay refers the slang words. In the literal meaning, word slay means killing someone, but in the social media, especially in Twitter, word slay means the something awesome or something cool. So Brookie in his tweets want to say that this post is so awesome or cool. And other tweets from the chat, he used the idiom of spillity. When we read the spillity means the pouring the tea is wrong. The meaning of spillity is the saying the truth of something. So the chess tweet about, "So is Yin never telling us what he had prepared for War's birthday? I'm so curious." Spiloti Yin, which means Spiloti Yin is the please saying the truth in. And the last pictures from Na, they are he used some of the abbreviation, the word abbreviation, so like B and C, which mean because, and also UR means yours, and FAV means favorites, and LOL means laugh out loud. And also he used some expressions of the slang word don't be salty, which mean don't be salty, which mean the don't be angry, or some expression of don't be angry. So that's all about the example of the use slang word in Twitters. We move to the conclusions. In the conclusions, there are 4 points. So the first point is language will continue to develop along with the development of the internet has the big impact of the development of the technology communications. So easier to access many informations in the internet settings. And then social media is a medium in developing the language. So social media is part of internet, which is the medium of communications. So it is easier to people communicate with each other in social media. And then Twitter as communication tools make it easier to interact. It is the role of Twitter as the platform of the communication platforms, which is many people can interact online by using Twitters or many other social media. And then teenagers have a big role in the emergence of internet slang words on social media. Yeah, we know that teenagers is the mostly the users of the social media in the entire world. So they makes so there are many trends that caused by the trends of teenagers, like using slang words. That's all about my presentations about the impact of internet on English language developments, with the main discussion about the trends of English internet slang words in the Twitters. I do apologize for any mistakes during the presentations. So for the last, I would like to say thank you for your times, and thank you for your kind intentions.